You can't be average. You have to learn how to think like a winner. And winners don't need an alarm. Winners have purpose. Most people are slaves to their alarm clock. They wake up because they have to. They go through the motions, check their phone, see what everyone else is doing, and then they start to plan their day based on everyone else's expectations. But winners don't do things like that. Winners know that we're not here to play it safe and blend in. We're here to make an impact. And the first step to making an impact is waking up when you want to. It's waking up before the sun. It's owning your day. It's 4:30 a.m. It's freezing cold out. There's frost on the ground, so man lays there for a few minutes until he gets his thoughts together. He knows why he's up today. He has purpose. That's why he gets out of bed and splashes some cold water on his face. He doesn't even flinch. Then he puts his training clothes on. It's so dark outside, he can barely see anything. But this man, he sees exactly what he needs to do. He laces up his shoes and heads out into the darkness. As he walks, he passes by all of these sleeping people. Their curtains are closed. Their blinds are shut. They're hiding from the world. It's a man, though. He's embracing the world. He's ready to take on the day. The streets are empty. There's no traffic. This is his time. This is his moment. He gets to set the tone for the day. And as he trains, he thinks about all the things he wants to accomplish. He thinks about the goals he has for himself. And as the sun starts to come up, he feels this surge of energy. And he knows he can take on anything. He goes home after his workout, jumps in the shower, gets dressed, and makes himself some coffee. As the coffee brews, he looks out the window. The sky is starting to lighten up. In a few minutes, the sun will rise. But for now, it's still dark. And as the coffee finishes brewing, he pours himself a cup and takes it out into the darkness. He takes a sip, and it's strong, just like him. And then he walks outside. The first light hits his face, and he closes his eyes. He doesn't need to see the sunrise to know that it's there. He can feel it in his bones. He can feel it in his soul. This is his time. This is his moment. He owns the day. It's important to be disciplined. It's important to be focused. It's important to have a plan. But it's also important to be flexible. Things won't always go according to plan. People will try to hold you back. Setbacks and obstacles will try to stop you. But winners, they don't let these things get in their way. They adjust their schedule. They find a way to make it work. They push through the pain. They overcome the obstacle. People tell me, bro, I want to start my day right, but I can't seem to get out of bed in the morning. And I tell them, that's because you don't have purpose. You don't have direction. You don't have a goal. Winners, they don't just wake up early. They wake up with a purpose. Okay, they have something they want to accomplish. They have a goal they're trying to reach. Okay, and this drives them out of bed in the morning. When you have purpose, when you have direction, when you have a goal, you don't need an alarm clock. You don't need anyone to tell you to get up. You already know why you're up. You already know what you have to do, okay? Listen, I don't care if you're a CEO or a janitor, if you're a stay-at-home mom or a full-time student, if you're retired or in your 20s, you can still be a winner. But it starts with waking up with a purpose. It starts with waking up before the sun. Some days, I wake up before the sun just to get away from everyone. It's too much sometimes. The noise, the distractions. So I go outside. I go for a walk. I clear my head. And as I walk, I think about all the things I want to accomplish. I think about the goals I have for myself, okay? And this gives me the energy I need to take on the day. When I was younger, I used to hate waking up early. I would hit snooze button 10 times a day. By the time I got up, I was already behind. I was already playing catch up. And then I realized, hey, I don't have to do this anymore. I can wake up early. I can get ahead of everyone else. And that's when everything changed. That's when I started to become a winner. Now, you might be thinking, but Jordan, everyone else is asleep. What am I gonna do? Listen, you don't need everyone else to be awake for you to get started. In fact, it's better if they're not awake. You have the whole world to yourself. You can focus on your goals. You can work on your dreams. You can do the things that matter to you. The other day, I was scrolling through social media and saw this video of this guy who was bragging about how he didn't sleep at all the night before, and he was still functioning. And I thought to myself, wow, what a flex. I mean, why would you brag about not sleeping? That makes no sense. But then I realized, hey, that's what losers do. They brag about how they stayed up all night playing video games or scrolling through social media or watching TV. They brag about how they did ENT sleep so they could save a few minutes in the morning. But winners don't do that. Winners understand the importance of sleep. They know that sleep is when our bodies and minds recharge. They know that sleep is when we grow and develop. So winners, they don't brag about how little they slept. They brag about how much they accomplished. I don't care if you're a CEO or a janitor, if you're a stay-at-home mom or a full-time student, if you're retired or in your 20s, you can still be a winner. But it starts with waking up with a purpose. It starts with waking up before the sun. If you wake up and the first thing you do is check your phone, you're already a loser. You're already playing defense, because when you check your phone, you're letting everyone else tell you what to do. You're letting everyone else dictate your day. You're letting everyone else control your life. But winners don't do that. Winners, they don't check their phone first thing in the morning. They check their goals. They check their purpose. They check their mission. So put your phone away across the room. Put your phone in another state. Turn your phone off. Do whatever you need to do so that you're not tempted to check it first thing in the morning. Because when you wake up without your phone, you're free. You're free to pursue your dreams. You're free to accomplish your goals. You're free to make an impact. I don't even look at my phone until I've had my coffee. I need to get my thoughts together. I need to focus on what I need to do. I need to get my mind right before I let the world distract me. Look, you're tired, you're drained, you're exhausted. You don't want to do anything. But winners don't make excuses. Winners don't say, oh, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow. No, winners push through. They push through the pain. They push through the exhaustion. They push through the doubt, okay? And they accomplish their goals, okay? So I don't care if it's raining or snowing, or if there's a pandemic going on. I'm getting up early and taking care of business. I'm accomplishing my goals because that's what winners do. It's time to stop being average and start being a winner. It's time to stop being mediocre and start being exceptional. It's time to stop blending in and start standing out. It's time to rise before the sun and own the day. You can do it. I believe in you. Now go out there and prove it to yourself.